My name's Julie Jones.
My name's Robert New, and we're both from MNC Developments Limited. We're both partners in our social lives and also work partners as well. I had a motorsport accident back in 1992. I used to race motorcycles at a fairly senior level. Unfortunately, I had a bit of a tumble and fell off the bike and broke my back. One of the consequences of any spinal injury is that we unfortunately lose our sexual function, and as a man of 32 at the time, obviously that had a big impact, as well as obviously ended up with using a wheelchair. It surprised me actually how many people, irrespective of whether they've had an accident or not, they may have had prostate surgery, blood pressure problems, even psychological problems can affect people's erectile potential. And you know, it transpired that there was perhaps 5 to 6 million men in the UK alone that suffered with the problem, and very few of those would see their GP or physician to try and get some help.
My background's actually in nursing and midwifery, and I completely understand the difficulty that men have coming forward with any, I mean, whether even if it's a cold.
I'd already spent quite a few years on my own trying pretty much every device that was available, whether it was through the medical channels or the internet, like most chaps would resort to try and find a solution to the problem. And pretty much been disillusioned with everything I found. I had a lot of disillusionment with the products that I'd tried, both through my doctor, through hospitals, through products that I bought through the internet, etc. And was very disappointed not only by the effectiveness of most of them, but also of the quality. I wanted to use my skills as a design engineer and also running a prototyping company to put those skills to good effect, address my own issue with ED and come up with a non-invasive product that I could use with safety and comfort without resorting to oral medication such as Viagra, because I had a blood pressure issue as well, and like many people who take medication, unfortunately we can't always take certain stimulants because of other medical conditions. So we set about 2.5 to 3 years ago now to design the product, in which we took an awful lot of time in product development and prototyping and testing until we've reached the point where we're at today, where we've got the MyTenring product as an established brand name, and the MyTenring being sold throughout retail outlets throughout the country now. The product is basically a constriction ring. It acts like a one-way valve, so it allows blood to flow into the penis but restricts the outflow, and it's helping the erectile capability of the user.
We met 5 years ago, and we are absolutely passionate about breaking down the barriers of erectile dysfunction just globally, because we realise how difficult a subject it is for people to actually address. So because we are sufferers ourselves, we feel we are very passionate about it. So yeah. That's why primarily the product came about. One of the things that's often on people's minds when they actually meet the two of us, I've subsequently found out, is about our sex life. You know, do we have one? Is it fulfilling? Is it all these things? And I mean, I'm very lucky that I am with Rob, because he is fantastic as a person, and also as a friend and a lover. The thing with MyTenring is that it's enabled us to actually have fulfilling sexual intercourse, which is really good for both of us. There are so many products on the market that don't do the job adequately, and the fact that we've been responsible for actually creating this product is just fantastic. And you know, we're just so passionate about spreading the word about MyTenring.
It's taken an awful lot of time to develop. We spent over 18 months designing different prototypes and looking at various materials until we came up with the TenRing in its current form, and have found through our trials and tests with users that it's been highly effective and that people enjoy using it as much as it providing an aid. It enhances the sensations that the user has when making love.
Intimacy, I think, is a very important thing. If you do suffer with erectile dysfunction, it can often be the thing that goes, that intimacy, because it's embarrassing and it's awkward and what have you. I'm very lucky that I have Rob as a partner to start off with. And MyTenring, when we actually got it absolutely right, meant that we could have a relationship as
anybody else
does.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're very fortunate, aren't we, to have each other, and that's lovely. But to have a product that really works in a non-invasive way, there are so many people out there who, so many men out there, and that's who we really want to get this message across to. If you've got diabetes, or if you've got heart disease, or if you've got
blood pressure problems,
any kind of blood
psychological
pressure,
problems, even. It doesn't have to be a physiological
bowel
issue, does
problems, all sorts of different things.
And if it will work for us, it can work for anybody.
It can work for anybody, because Rob does have very severe total erectile dysfunction, and MyTenring really does do the trick, so it's great.
MyTenring works principally on the basis of restriction, so it acts as a one-way valve. So once it's on the penis, it will allow blood to flow through to the penis and engorge it. But by the restrictive nodes, the 4 nodes on the inside of the ring, it will actually restrict the blood from flowing out. You can use the MyTenring for up to 30 minutes in total comfort. And because we've designed the inside of the ring in an elliptical fashion, and also have 4 sizes of the rings, the MyTenring is not only effective, but it's also extremely comfortable to use as well.
It also is fun to put on. You have to use a water-based lubricant with MyTenring, and it's just great fun.
It brings back foreplay, which a lot of people have sort of forgotten about these days anyway,
which is really nice.
Pressures of life and time. So it does. It certainly helps. It certainly helps the whole experience, I think.
Yeah.
And there's an awful lot of able-bodied people like using it as well, because of the increased sensation that can be achieved by using it.
Yeah.
The MyTenring is highly effective in its use. It's easy to use, and it's got some very ergonomic finger grips on the corners, which allows you to stretch the product over the penis to start with, or in terms of where people have severe ED, the MyTenring can be stretched over a vacuum pump tube, which can help those with severe ED gain an erection before applying the ring.
MyTenring works. It's fantastic. MyTenring comes in 4 different sizes. That's completely unheard of. It's so important to have different sizes. One size does not fit all. We offer a 3-year guarantee with it because we are so confident of its durability. We just want you to experience what we experience with MyTenring, and that's the pleasure that it will give you. So please go to our website or your local pharmacy. If your pharmacy doesn't stock a MyTenring, please get them to give us a call, and we'll find out why.
Put a smile back on your faces.
Yeah. MyTenring is easy to use. MyTenring increases sensation. MyTenring gives outstanding results, and MyTenring really works. It is the answer, non-invasive answer to erectile dysfunction.